Hey there guys, so today I'm going to show you the video of me repairing, or should I say replacing, my Scorpion Ford motherboard. So of course if you need to do the same, then you should take heed and watch the video. Just a quick opportunity to show you my new machine that I've got in this afternoon. It's a Monopoly's Road to Riches. Quite excited to have this one. It's been one of my favourites from times gone past. A bit of a classic. Got a few bulbs out here and there, but going to be hopefully replacing them as soon as I get some more bulbs in. So yeah, it's all looking good on this one. I've been through about 30-40 bulbs changing. You can see I'm getting them out already. So yeah, I think this one's been in storage for a little while, so certainly going to need a little bit of TLC. So anyway, the reason that I'm changing the Scorpion 4 board on my Bucks Bunny, and I'll show you the reason. Just turn it on. As you can see, even with the initializing, I've got some lights lit up. Now I've been told by various sources that this is a problem with the motherboard, that a transistor's gone and will need replacing, or just replace the motherboard. So I'll take that one off. They're all unplugged now. Okay, so you'll have to excuse this. I've had to prepare it because obviously I'm recording at the same time. So it's going to be a little bit Blue Peter. You're not going to see all the screwdrivers coming out, hopefully. It's going to be more like, here's one I did earlier. So as you see, I already had the screwdriver out. Just going to wait for my little LED to completely dim, just to make sure that there's no more power residue on the board. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's pretty much gone. Okay, so with this is what you'll see when you first open the machine. There's your Scorp 4 board behind that metal grate. So what the first thing we've got to do is take off this first metal sheet here. Just pull it off, twist that until you can twist this little knob here until you can take it off, and there'll be a little catch underneath here as well that will be hooked in. And just put that to one side. I normally stick mine just in there. A bit more difficult doing it one-handed. That's not actually going to work, is it? Just out of the way will do. Now, second of all is you'll need to undo this screw here, which has this earth bond to the metal sheet. So undo that screw, nut, whatever. Take off the earth bond, and then again with this one, just turn it, and you should be able to pull this whole section off. Be careful of your game board, which is there in the middle sticking out. You could really take this out first. I probably should have done. In fact, yeah, let's just take that out. Just get in there. Right, yeah. So just slide this out. It should just pop out like this, like so. So that's popped out, and just put it somewhere that isn't going to get damaged. Safe. So now that you can just pull this board up, you've got a little screw down the bottom, nut and bolt down the bottom there. So you need to pull it up over that, and just pull it off. And because you've taken the earth bond off, there shouldn't be any connection at all. So you can just pull this straight out. If you had the earth bond there, it would still be connected to the machine. So this is the Scorpion 4 board. As you can see, it's all very big and scary. Well, it's not really once you get to know it. And you'll notice that your Scorp, let's see if I can get some light in here. Your board is connected to the machine by these little pins here, and these little pins have a little ridge that comes out of the side, which clicks the board on to the machine, and all you need to do is just squeeze it together and pull the board off, like corner by corner. So there's 4 in all. They've all got each corner's got it. But before we actually pull the board off, we just want to pull the wires off. Make a mental note or take a picture on your phone of where the positions are. Try not to stab yourself like I just did with the prongs, because they are very sharp, and if it gets under your fingernail like it just did to me, it's a bit painful. So again, just remove. It's awfully dark under here. I wonder if there's a way that I can get a bit more light. It's a bit better. Just pull your wiring off. So you really want to be using 2 hands for this job, because they can be a little bit of a bugger to push on and off. Probably want to fast forward about half a minute to a minute. It's going to take a little while. Now, I've just done exactly what I didn't want to do, which is get those little clips back on, but it'll show you exactly what I'm talking about in a minute. Okay, so all the wires are now off, but unfortunately, I say the clip has gone back on to this one down here. So I don't know if you can see what I mean, but you see that little thing on the right of the clip that's prodding out? It's basically clipping the motherboard on. So all you need to do is just squeeze it with one hand, pull the motherboard with the other. It's a little bit delicate, you just got to feel it come off, and there we go, see, it just comes straight out like that. So just be delicate with these things, because there are lots of transistors on there that can easily pop off. Okay, so put that in a safe place, or if it's knackered, chuck it in the bin. For that's what I'm going to do with mine. Well, no, I'm going to send mine off for repair, but either way. So this is my new Scorp Ford here. I'm going to put the phone down while I unpackage. Okay, so you want to make sure that you put it back the same way as what you got it out in, like. push all the clips back in to make sure that it's securely fastened, and then it's the wondrous job of just putting them all back in like so. Start with the furthest one across. I should have done that as I was unplugging them, but if you do it while you're plugging them in as well, it just makes life a little bit easier. And just remember that your prongs go downwards or go towards the little clip at the bottom of the plug. Oh, I've got a prong that's been bloody... hasn't been put back right. Unbelievable. Do be careful when you're putting them back in, because you don't want to do what I've just done, which is bend one of your little prongs. That was done because I wasn't fully paying attention to where I was putting it back in. That one doesn't look quite square. Certainly is square. It's sitting a little bit different on the board is all. Right. So just plug them all back in gently. So just keep an eye out for any prongs that look a little bit out of place, because of course you don't want to bend them even more. This one doesn't want to go in right. This is a bit of a tedious job, but like I say, it's all worth it in the end when you get a machine that's working again. I say this is a good example on this one here. Don't know if you can see that. No, you can't see that. The prongs are just completely and utterly, they've been just bent where the people who have had the board before, because these are reconditioned boards, they've just literally just ripped out the wiring and not given a shit about the fact that it needs to be rewired up one day. It's incredible how long this takes. Well, like I say, it's certainly not sped up by the fact I'm holding a camera. Okay, so that's all the wiring done. Just make sure that all your wires are pushed back in. Because basically you want that metal sheet that you took off first, you want that to sit snugly. So all this needs to be pushed back in so it's not going to get in the way of the metal. Push all that in like that. Whew, okay, so now that's the board changed over, and now what you need to do is put it all back to how it was. So we're going to start off by putting the metal sheeting back on. Clip it over that bolt there. Turn this until it actually goes in, or just it might just click in like that. Is that done? Then you want to attach your grounding earth wire there. Reattach your screw. I'll tell you what, it gives you bloody neck ache. Okay, get your game board, plug that in on the right hand side. I have not put that in upside down, have I? Or is that a... What is going on with that? Ah, there we go. I thought, no way have I done that wrong. Okay, so yeah, just plug your game board in on the right hand side. And it'll just sit in there quite nicely like that. And then hook in the underneath part of the clip. So like I say, that should just, where are we? That should just clip in underneath there. And then hook it at the top here, like so. Turn it so it locks. That's all locked in. And that's that. That goes on there like that. And that's done. I'm going to shut this down. And let's give it a whirl, see what happens. We're probably going to get an alarm, so in actual fact before I do that I will unplug the speakers. It is quite... oh, it is already unplugged, but there's your speaker underneath there, and there's your wire. Just unhook one of the wires so that if it does alarm it won't make a noise, because that is really loud and really annoying. Okay. Initializing. It will come up with RAM error because it's got a new motherboard in it. It doesn't recognise the chip. But as you can see, thankfully there are no lights pre-lit, which means that whatever we've done, or what we have done, has worked. There's the RAM error. Bucks Bunny. £35 jackpot. All cash payout. 50p a play. Done. You don't know how relieved I am to see that that's worked. So once you know that it's running and there's no more alarms, what you can then do is go under here and push your speaker back in. Oh, amateur error. Something that's quite strange on this machine I've noticed is that it's got something called a rewind, which I've never actually used. So yes, we've got the activate rewind. So you see it comes up here. Now I know that you can use it when you go onto a question mark. So you just push that and you go back to where you was. But does it come up with 7 again? No. Just wondering how long they last for. Should have used my ad again there for the extra life. Right, I'm going to get this one right. There we go. Oh, so you can't rewind when you go onto a game over square. So that was what I was aiming for, and yeah, no, that's a bit crap really, because you should be able to really rewind when you hit a game over, because it says, you know, if you run into trouble, use the all new active rewind, and it don't bloody work. So that's good, isn't it? But yeah, so this is Bugs Bunny, and that's how you change your board over. Thanks for watching, guys, and oh dear, didn't want to do that. But yeah, so seeing as it's 9:15 at night, neighbours would not have liked that, so I will investigate that one in the morning. But I don't quite understand why that would go off in demo mode, but I'm sure it's nothing too drastic. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and subscribe and share. Thank you.